what's up guys, and thanks for joining me here today. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts from Dragon Ball Z. Now bear with me as I butcher this name. Son Goku's Harahachibunme set. I'm guessing that's how it's said. I actually don't know exactly, but yeah, so as you can see, I actually have everything set up already in the background. We'll just take a look at it in a second. But let's start off with this box here. So here we see Son Goku's Harahachibunme set. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. And it's basically like an accessory set for the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, kind of depicting how he just feasts on everything and just completely devours everything in a restaurant. So we see him going for the buns, and we see this big table in the back holding a bowl of ramen, stuff in his mouth. On the top here, we see pretty much all the accessories that come here. Here we see all these logos. On the bottom, stuff in his face. On this side, same thing, more of the food. You have the fish, the pig, and I think that's the fish too. And holding the chopsticks and the fork. On the other side, we just see Son Goku's Harahachibunme set. And on the back, just your typical SH Figuarts stuff. So, one thing to note is actually this box is completely opaque. There's no open window because honestly there's no need for there to be an open window for an accessory set. And but it's kind of made in that similar SH Figuarts artwork where it does seem like there is a window, but in fact there is not. So that's pretty much it for the box. It is fairly big. It's not very thick, but it is pretty wide and it's just a very big square. So putting that off to the side, here we have pretty much everything in this accessory set already displayed, with the exception of these cups. You see this white cup, there's 3 of those, I only have 1 out, as well as these bottles. There's 6 of them in total, I only have 3 out as well, but everything else in this packaging is here. Oh, actually one more thing I forgot is here we have a fist with a fork. Now the fork is actually a separate piece. I just stuck it in the fist. It does take quite a bit of doing because even though it's not necessarily hard, you do want to be very, very careful. You don't want to break this thing. And similarly with the chopsticks that he's holding in his hand, it's a separate piece, and you just want to be careful when you're putting it into hand because it can snap if you're not very careful. So that's pretty much it. That's just something extra that's not on him, but I do have from the set. And let's start off with Goku. So as we saw, he comes with a new face. It's basically him stuffing his face. He does come with a hand, as well as a pair of chopsticks that he holds. And he also comes with this special hand that's made to hold these bowls. So far, I feel like this hand only works with these bowls and not the plates. Because the plates are more at a shallower angle, and it doesn't really fit in the slot in his hand as well. So this is a special bowl for the ramen. You see it has the printing. The other ones do not. And in here, this is all the food is actually a separate piece. So see, we've got some nice detailing here for the ramen. Got pieces of seaweed, noodles. I'm guessing that's, I don't know what that is. Cilantro and a piece of, I actually don't know what that is. Like, I've definitely eaten it before, but I actually don't know what that is. That's how unsophisticated I am. And then on the bottom, that's pretty much all it is. And it just fits in the bowl, doesn't really peg in, just like so. So, I'm just gonna put him here. Everything's gonna fall out, but that's okay. And we're just gonna take a look at some of these chairs. So the set comes with 3 chairs, and they're separate pieces. So the chair is a piece, and then this cushion is a piece as well, even though it's plastic as well. It doesn't really peg on, it just kind of lays on there. So, and Goku can comfortably sit in one while he's feasting on whatever he's trying to eat. Basically, it'll just balance him on the chair, just like so. So let's get rid of Goku, as well as these other 2 chairs. Let's just take a look at some of these things that are on here. So first of all, let's get rid of some of these dishes and bowls. So I don't know how many there are total, but there's 3 stacks of these bowls. And obviously there's more bowls than there are food. And it's basically just meant to depict how he just eats everything and just stacks everything up. So this is basically how a bowl is, completely white, no painting on there at all. And this is a stack of 6. I'm guessing there's at least 18 of these bowls here. So there's that. And also we have plates. Not as much, but also completely white. Nothing on there. And just a bunch of plates. So with that being said, I'm just gonna remove all the plates from this table as well, so we can take a look at some of the other things that are on here. So what else do we have? We have little bowls. So we have these little bowls. There's 3 of them total. I have them stacked right here. And it's basically just a little rice bowl. Nothing too crazy about that. Again, no paint on there at all. Here we have, if I can get it, a little teacup. It's similar to a bowl, but it's just a little bit smaller. There are 3 of these as well. I only put 1 on the table. So again, completely white, no paint on there at all. And here we have 3 bottles. Now, with these bottles, these are actually solid plastic. Pretty nicely casted for a small bottle, but there's no paint on there as well. And also, there's 6 in total. I just put 3 on the table. And now let's get on with some of the food items. So I'll get rid of this plate here as well. Let's start off with them buns. So this is a plate of buns. The plate is a separate piece, so I'll just get rid of that. But let's take a look at some of these buns. I feel like the detail on these are actually really, really good. I mean, if this was just a little bit bigger, it'd almost be good to eat. I mean, look at that. I think it is painted in a matte finish, but I don't really see too much colors. But there's 3 of these, which is actually very nice. Next, let's take a look at the fish. So again, get rid of the plate here. And this is just a fish, nicely painted, a nice golden orange wash. And it's just kind of stuck on this clear orange piece. And this just sits in a plate and it fits very, very well. So that is the fish. Here we have the rice, also on a plate. Get rid of that. And this is just a solid piece of plastic. Well, actually 2 pieces, it seems like, because this is a separate piece. But here we just have some things picked out, like flecks of corn, I'm guessing some meat, as well as some cucumbers or onions. Very nicely done. And of course, going on to the centerpiece of this entire meal, we have the roast pig. Done in a very, very nice golden brown wash. You can even see the eyes there, as well as the nose. There seems to be a speck of paint here that I'm not the biggest fan of. No, it's gone. It's just a smudge of something that's gone. And on the bottom, just some golden yellow wash. And it's kind of got that curve on there as well, so it can rest comfortably in the plate. Very, very nice detail. We're almost done. Now we come to the table. Now this is actually a Lazy Susan. I don't know if you can see that. This thing can spin. Spins around, so this is a Lazy Susan. This actually came in 3 pieces. We got the top, we got the stand, as well as the base. So we just put it together outside of the box. So there's that. Not a lot of paint on there either, just cast in black as well as red. But I am kind of glad that this thing actually spins. So that's nice. And finally, let's take a look at the backdrop. Now this is just cardboard. There's 2 of these. The tops are the same, but the designs here, we just see nice little circular design with, I think those are trees. Excuse me. And for the other one, it just looks like a kind of those old Oriental style windows. And of course, nothing on the back because it's just printed cardboard. So yeah, that's pretty much Son Goku's Harahachibunme set. It's a very, very cheap set actually because there's no figures or anything inside. It's basically just a bunch of accessories. I believe it's a very nice accessory set for a very cheap figure as well. And I feel like this set really just gives Goku a lot of character. Like individually, these pieces are worth nothing, but when you put it together in a scene, it actually brings a lot of life to not only this character, but this entire set. And I really do like that about this set. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.